Uh, yeah, Mark, first day of practice, what were your impressions of the team, just the way they came out and the way y'all practiced?
First, I like to give glory to God because without Him, I wouldn't be here today. But I was excited, seeing a lot of young guys take in all the new information and stuff. They kind of soaked it up like a sponge. And seeing a lot of the, older guys step into leader roles and take some of the young guys under their wing and get the stuff done that Coach Aranda wants us to get done. So for the first day, I was pretty pleased, but we got a lot to work on. But for the first day, I think it was a win.
Any different this year, coming in as Big 12 favorites? Not a lot of expectations last year. Any difference?
Um, like I said in like my last one, it's like last year, we took everybody by surprise, but this year, it's no surprise. So it's kind of like every game is going to be their, Super Bowl. So we kind of have to approach it. We got to be on our P's and Q's every single week, knowing that. So it's not really any added on pressure because even if they knew or didn't know, we were going to do the same thing. Pound the rock every day, like Coach said.
Like you said, last year was a surprise to a lot of teams. Was it any bit of a surprise to you guys? Or
No, not really, because once you put in that work, it's kind of like you put in the work all summer, and you're like, nobody can beat us. You know what y'all have, the foundation that you set, and it's like it may be a surprise to other people, but it's like we told y'all that's what we were going to do, and we went out and did it. So it wasn't really a surprise for us. We was just like, hey, we just pounding the rock, like we say.
so, what did last season though do for this program? Kind of get it back on track after tough first year for Coach Aranda and going the pandemic and all that, and kind of get back on track. What did it mean for this program?
I think it meant a lot. Going from the COVID year, you could kind of see the sparks of what could have been. Um, but going into the off season, it was kind of like, all right, so we know what we can be. Now let's just do it. And how do we do it? We don't have any hiccups like we did in COVID, thank God. But you kind of just take it day by day and, keep on, don't change anything that you're doing. And then trust the coaches because the coaches know how to win. So if you do that, then that's a perfect recipe to win, and that's what we did.
Mark, what's it like for you being a vet now? You came in, you were a young guy for a while. Now you're a vet. What's that like for you?
Oh man, I still feel young. I mean, I've been here for a couple of years, but I mean, I'm still doing the same things that I did from day one, and I think that's what keeps me and puts me in the positions that I'm in right now. Now it's kind of like a lot of the younger guys, they kind of look at me for, wisdom or knowledge on what to do, and being in the position of where I can give it to them, and I'm just like, all right, just follow what I do, and I promise you it'll be right. So it feels really good to be in a position like that now.
Mark, you were primarily a receiver in high school, and I remember watching you in 2020, and you could see the ability was there, but you had a lot of technique to work on. What do you feel like, now that you established yourself more in 2021, what's your next steps, what's your next step to take for this season?
Um, in the off season, I kind of sat down and looked at everything that from day one to, last season, and then what I want to get accomplished this season. And I kind of sat down with my coach and we talked about it. And then I got with a trainer, started training, working those things out. And now coming out here for day one, I kind of see those things and all that training, take place. And I just can't wait to see it just keep on getting better as the practices go.
Which of these young receivers are catching your eye?
Josh Cameron. From day one, when he first came in, we got this big brother system, and last year I was his big brother. And just looking at his work ethic, I was like, hey, I would text him, I'd be like, hey bro, I see you. Like other people might not, but I see you. And if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're gonna be in a great position. And he took that and he soaked it up like a sponge. He learned the plays. He did all the extra work that we asked. The work he did the bare minimum plus some. So now I feel like he's in a position where he's going to be great this year.
Mark, is camp fun or is it strictly business?
Oh man, it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? You got to take it seriously, but you can't take it too seriously because if you take it too seriously, you get caught up in your head. We're all human. We're gonna have those bad days. We're gonna have those good days. But what a vet told me when I was a freshman was, hey, practice is over with. Stop sweating it. All you can do is learn from it. So if you dwell in the past, all it's going to do is carry on into the next practice, and you don't want that to happen. So you kind of have to have fun, but at the same time, you got to take it serious because you got to make sure you take care of your body and do those things. It's not fun in games. You know, everybody is elite at this level, so you got to be on your P's and Q's. Even when you 80%, you got to be all at 80%.
Speaking of sweating and it's hot out there, just from a conditioning standpoint, how do you feel like everybody's kind of been standing up to this heat?
Through the summer workouts, hey, I should have been out there. That's when y'all should have had the cameras because, hey, we was going through it. So I feel like from the summer workouts, I think Coach Vic did a really good job of getting us prepared for camp because, you know, we come out here, it's day one. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but, hey, I'm pretty sure I was still running 21s all practice. Like, they really did a good job of making sure that we had our tank and ready for day one.